I'm just passing through Kirlian, going to see a friend. We were supposed to travel together, but we had an argument. She went by herself and had an accident returning home. I guess I got lucky and she didn't. I hate driving at night, but everything happened so quickly. Between getting notified and going looking for her. The motorcycle appeared so suddenly right before the road split that I had to pull a maneuver so we wouldn't get killed. With the fast turn, I changed lanes, but didn't realize until it was too late. One of the two on the motorcycle, the one in the back, looked at me directly in the eyes while they passed by. His eyes were green and bright. I thought they were going to block me, rob me, but they kept going. The car began to break down a few kilometers ahead. I was able to get to a gas station, and from there I called the hospital where my friend was staying, but there was no news. A girl from here, who works at that station, I guess, told me that some friends of hers had an auto repair shop and told them about my car breaking down. They explained the car issues to me and told me it would be ready first thing tomorrow morning. They took me downtown, where I am currently staying, and waiting for them so I can continue my trip. I'm sure you know the place. It's in front of a small plaza with some poorly lit mechanical games. And I want you to understand something. I live in a city that's bigger and more dangerous than Kirlian, and I'm not scared to walk alone at night. But there they were, both guys from the motorcycle in the small plaza. They're standing there right now. These people live like that, sleep all day, party all night. They think they never will get old, and more so, think they are never going to die. They screamed all this stuff when I passed by in front of them, but I kept walking like I had not heard them. The key is to never show them any fear. I ran out of the house in such a hurry that I didn't even grab my purse, so the first thing I did was wash the clothes I was wearing. Then I laid down but couldn't fall asleep. I thought about leaving and hitchhiking, to not keep wasting my time like an idiot. But tonight the route was empty. Then I smelled a strong stench that came from the small patio where I had hung my clothes. And I saw the smoke that began heading into the room. It was coming from the patio of the adjacent room, so I asked the old man who lived there, in the most polite way, to put out whatever he had on before the smell covered all my clothes. I insisted, but to no avail. I began working when I was 15 years old so I could leave home. And now I'm ready to get a promotion, and it doesn't matter, in a big company. I am where I am due to my efforts because I never let anyone tell me what I could or couldn't do, and more specifically because I understand that if I need something to happen, I have to do it myself. By midnight, the hospital still didn't have any news. And screams from the old man's room woke me up. It was his voice, but there were other voices too. The guys from the plaza. They talked to him about the smoke I put out, and right after that, the old guy's voice suddenly stopped. I thought they were going to jump over the wall and get into my room, but then I didn't hear them either. His voice wasn't any of the voices I had heard before with the old guy. But it sounded familiar. The first time I encountered them on the road, I thought his eyes were shining, and I assumed that was because we almost bumped into each other. Now, when I saw his feet didn't touch the floor, I had no doubts about what was going on. I fell asleep after that, almost through the night, until I received a phone call telling me that Carla had died. At the very same time, the guys from the plaza started yelling outside on the street again. But this time, there was another familiar voice. The girl from the gas station. On my room's side table, there was a card with this phone number. It said emergency, but this is not the police I'm talking to, right?
In Kirlian, the police don't work at night.
I want to know why you people think you won't get old. Or die. Or the people that you love won't die. Please. I don't want to die.
And what will you do to avoid that? This is the Kirlian frequency. All night, every night. The next song is dedicated to our night visitor, hoping she understands what's going on before it's too late. Our friends at the Highway Patrol inform us that a Citroen 3CV left Kirlian a few moments ago with an unknown destination. I wish a long and happy life to whomever is in that vehicle, and that they never dare to come back to our city. It's obvious that their luck, if that's what it is still intact. And to the rest of you, enjoy the daylight as much as possible. Longer nights are coming, and so are problems. It's dawn in Kirlian, and that means two things. The first is that you can let your guard down for now. The monsters are ready to disappear. Second, that tonight's broadcast is coming to an end. This is your favorite broadcaster telling you good morning and sweet dreams.